Well, brothers, the Super Mario Brothers movie did so phenomenally well that it was a shock to no one that Nintendo announced that they were going to be doing another movie. However, what did shock people was the fact that playing Rosalina is a blast from the past. That's right, Brie Larson. Now, when people saw that Brie Larson was going to be playing Rosalina, the reaction was very interesting. Some people were upset, and some people were like, all right. Now, where I come down on this is I'm curious. Because understand, Brie Larson's career is basically over at this point. She has not been in a major blockbuster movie in a long time. In fact, last I heard, she was doing like small little like indie things, indie projects. Nobody wanted to touch Brie Larson with a 10-foot pole, but she's going to be doing voice actor work. So here is what I'm interested in seeing. I'm actually glad that she was chosen because I'm interested to see what Brie Larson's attitude is going to be like in the press build-up to this. I want to know, is Nintendo going to hyper scrutinize every line that these actors give in public, or is Brie Larson just going to run her mouth like she did under Captain Marvel? Because you may not remember, but Brie Larson became immediately toxic because she started running her mouth because she had to become in favor of current thing. Whatever current thing was, Brie Larson had to be in favor of it, and including going on stage and saying, well, you know, white men, I don't want to hear from you. Like a fish called Wanda, I don't want to hear what you think about that. I want to think about what black, lesbian, disabled women in wheelchairs think about it. Yay, I'm so great. So she alienated and ostracized a lot of people because she was fucking unbearable. Even other cast members were repulsed by her attitude and behavior. So it will be very, very, very interesting to see if Brie Larson is going to be on a tight leash or if they're going to allow her to have free reign to make stupid, asinine comments like Marvel did. And yeah, that's what has me interested. That's what has me interested. Now, I want to refresh your memory about Brie Larson. I want to refresh your memory about who and what she is. Because this is just a taste, a flavor, a small microdose of what Brie Larson was like just a couple years ago.
10 years, we keep kind of picking up where we left off, and we've, lifelong friends, hopefully.
Yeah.
Especially.
No, not with me though.
No, we're not gonna.
Well, I mean, I'd say
hang
it's
out
just
anymore?
started and also
You're not gonna
probably
return the
ended.
10 years.
Like,
we keep kind of
Brie Larson was just immediately unlikable. She had no chemistry with the other people on set. She was obnoxious and provocative. She would say things that would ultimately hurt the movie, and that was the smallest, literally the smallest taste that I could offer. In fact, maybe let me give you another tasting, an amuse-bouche, all right, of the Brie Larson that many people have come to know.
And one more question. What does it mean to be a woman in film?
It means it's really hard. And if you're a woman of color, then it's really, really hard.
Right.
So earlier this week, USC Annenberg's Inclusive Initiative released findings that 67% of the top critics reviewing the 100 highest grossing movies in 2017 were white males. Less than a quarter were white women, and less than 10% were unrepresented men. Only 2.5% of those top critics were women of color.
So, you have an understanding of why people despised Brie Larson. She was obnoxious, she was woke, she was feminist, she was combative, she had no chemistry with people around her, she would say provocative and antagonistic things, and at the end of the day, really, it just was, she wasn't talented, she wasn't funny, she wasn't charismatic, she wasn't interesting, she couldn't emote. She was the worst of all worlds. However, she has gone away. Has she changed? Has she learned something? These are all things that we want to know. So, we're going to watch the trailer from Nintendo of America for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And we're going to see how Brie Larson does in this presentation. And then, going forward, I'm genuinely curious. Because, understand, when you have been put out into the cold as Brie Larson has, this may be a thing of she's had like a come to Jesus moment, and she understands what an obnoxious cunt she was, and now she's going to be working towards rehabilitating her reputation. Maybe she's going to use this as an opportunity, or she'll take the the Brie Larson / Rachel Zegler approach. It's very interesting to find out which one it is. I see Jack Black has returned as Bowser. The animation looks pretty good. Looks pretty funny. I like the style.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint.
What's happening?
Boodle-doo, and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Oh, that. Okay. All right. All right. That caught me. All right. That's pretty funny.
What do you think?
Love the colors.
It's trash.
Oh, Mario. Oh.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones.
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose.
Okay. That was a little harsh for Mario. You should have said, "Wow, it looks like AI." Then you have all the real artists in the audience pissed off.
Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
You know what I'm already going to say. I don't even have to say it. In a Super Mario Brother movie, why is the majority of the fighting being done by Princess Peach? Listen, I don't care how many furries or degenerates or retards have a problem with that. It's observable. It's obvious. It's off-putting. It's weird. Like, the majority of the action scenes are being done by Peach. Why? And I say that because obviously there is something wrong with that. Now, I don't think that it's going to make this movie flop or anything like that, but it is something noticeable, and it is wrong. It is an intrusive foreign ideology that continues to rear its ugly head. Because there are a lot of people within Hollywood, within this industry, that have not learned the lesson for the past 10, 15 years. And by the way, this is completely unrelated, but I just did another video about Square Enix laying off thousands of people. And that's on the back of, how many people did Ubisoft lay off? How many people did Microsoft lay off? The idea that feminism and modernity is popular, that girl bossing is popular, that women taking the center stage is the warrior is popular, it's just not. And the thing is, you can get a bunch of retarded, furry activist freaks, a bunch of nutters, absolute out of their mind nutters, to come out and say, no, this is great, this is fine. But do you think that those content creators that just don't like people that are critical of wokeness and far left progressivism, do you think those people are going to be there to, lend a helping hand to the people that end up fired as a result of, the video game industry for the past, I would say, 10 years, catering to a market that didn't exist and alienating the market that did exist and apparently was too toxic? My point is, I identify these things because I see them as a problem. Do I think it's going to be the end of this movie? No, absolutely not. But it is something that I will continue to elucidate because I'm hoping very soon that they'll realize that this girl boss, the girl needs to be the one ass kicking in the scenes, that is not normal, and it's something that's off-putting to most normal people. It is. It just is. Like, Mario and Luigi should be the ones kicking ass in a Mario and Luigi movie. Yeah, that's cringe. It's weird. Off-putting.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now! Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me!
So she didn't. They didn't even give her a voice line. Oh, brother. Well, you know what? That may have been for the best. Listen, I think the trailer was fine, but you do notice. You do notice that the scenes that have action, the scenes that have fighting, are the women. The scenes with Mario, like, what scenes in this are like, the only scene in this, Mario is being kind of mean. Like, that's the only scene, really, with Mario and Luigi. Like, yeah, they're riding on the bike. Every scene that has a fight scene is Peach and Toad. Peach and Toad. Peach fighting like it's some kind of, like it's a combat simulator. And then Rosalina defeating this thing on her own. So the question is, why would you even need Mario? If you're such a competent fighter, if you can do all this stuff on your own, if you can be, well, I can be Peach and Mario and a Street Fighter, then what do you need Mario for? Like, what do you need him to collect all the stars for? This is where this sort of thing falls apart. You have this intrusive feminist modern ideology that is incompatible with some of these older franchises, and it is off-putting. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't think it's going to tank the movie. I don't think anything like that, but it is noticeable. It is noticeable. And I know how angry some of these freaks get. Stay mad, you fucking homunculuses. You people that are disgusting and stupid and weird. You are anti-normal. You are abnormal. It is weird that they have the two women who are background characters be the main fighters, and Mario and Luigi are relegated to, I mean, this scene here where they are barely featured, where they're getting their butts kicked by Bowser Jr. Stay mad all you want, but it's the reality. Anyway, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.